Hello everyone. So how I'm going to build this? I'm trying to figure it out as I go along. Now I got the I think it's Tim Holtz uh, Tin Light dies, and I decided to play with them. And I realized that aside from numbers, whenever we also cut out words like these, the little letters fall out, and I decided to keep them. Now, wish me luck because this is very small to work with. And of course, my surface is black, but I could always put a white paper, but it doesn't matter for today. I'm trying to make the passport photo frame, if you will. I don't know if we'll get to doing the passport. We'll see how things go. So first, I want to concentrate on making this. Maybe I will put a tiny paper underneath. Let me see. Maybe not this big. Hold on. Just so we see a little better. Um, so I'm trying to stick some. You don't see them right now, but I will pick them up. Hold on. Right here. Told you it was really small. There's numbers and some letters. And I thought it'd be nice if I could like glue them on this and then maybe emboss the whole thing for an even better visual effect, if you will. But first, this is going to be a very delicate operation because this is very small. So I will take some glue and I will try and see how I can make like some sort of serial number, you know. Okay, so how about we start with number 2? So for this, because it might be long, I will go in silent mode and let's go. Okay, well, I think this turned out even better than I expected. I absolutely love this. So I think I had a good idea there. So I will ink the edges of this right here. Like right now, I really have no idea where I'm going with this project. I just know that I'm trying to make a traveler's journal. And of course, right now I'm just making the different items that I feel should go in it. It doesn't mean every item will go in it. It doesn't mean that I have it all figured out. I really don't. I'm just making random items and letting myself be inspired by what I have. And right now, because I just received those dies, of course I wanted to try them. And I think they're for, because they have a specimen die and files. So I think they probably are for, you know, making, well, specimen cards and such. And you know, those stamps that I have, um, that are the field notes. The field notes is the word I'm looking for. I think the dies I just got are probably, you know, they go with the field notes. However, I thought, well, I know I can do other stuff with them, right? Of course, we all know that. And since I'm doing the traveler's journal, I thought, let me see what I can do, you know? So here we are. Okay. Okay, so this will be like a passport picture. I think I should stamp the word registered. I think it would look really nice, and I think I will put it in red. And have another idea right after. Let me see. I think this will look nice. You know, and if it doesn't, well, we'll do something else. You know, I know that some of you, in here I go again in the chit chat, but you know, I'm here, I might as well. I know some of you are intimidated and are afraid to, you know, do things that are not as beautiful as they thought it could be. Look at this gentleman. I think he would look perfect. It doesn't look like a, you know, it's not facing the camera picture, but I don't care. We are creating, and that's the way it's going to go today. Let me see where I need to put glue. Okay, I'm going to put double-sided tape for this. So yeah, I was saying, some of you are a little worried sometimes that they can, I don't know if messing up is the right expression, but you're afraid your work is not going to be beautiful enough, you know. Let me tell you, please don't hesitate. Just do. Just create. Just do it. Because what are you risking? Right? What are you risking? Some paper, glue, you know? And if you're unsure, if I can give you a little trick, try on not so great paper that you don't necessarily like. Tim Holtz, right? We all know how hard it is now. It seems to, somebody told me they're discontinued his papers, which brings me great sadness. And you're worried, you know, you don't want to ruin that beautiful piece of paper you have. Try it on, you know, a digital paper maybe that you printed on your printer, because that's just regular copy paper. So if you ruin it, you can throw it out. You know what I mean? Or don't glue anything. Just put things together. And if you're unsure or it's not working, stop, do something else, and come back to it. But what I mean by that is worst case, you got practice, right, while you were trying out new things, and probably learned a few things, and just like that, you've practiced, you've learned, and the next time you try, you will be very good at it. Just don't be too hard on yourself, I think, is what I'm trying to say. Let yourself be creative and see where that leads you, right? Okay, so I want to make sure I'm the upside right whatever, because the larger part I want at the bottom to be able to put this. So here we go. And whatever is coming out, I will just trim there. That's fine. I could have glued it a little lower. I'd still had the space, but it don't matter. I'll just trim. It's the back, and that's being glued to another surface, so it doesn't really matter. Just trying to lift this part up so I don't... There. You know what I mean? It's not glued to the very edge, so I just want to separate it so I don't cut this blue part. There. Okay. Okay, I like where this is going. I like it a lot. Now, I want to glue this part. Oh my goodness, I love it. It's so shiny. Now I want everything to be shiny, but I can't, because then it will defy the purpose of having this piece stand out. But it is tempting. It is very tempting. Lovely. I'm trying to get this thing there. Okay. Yeah, so just let yourself be free to create. Don't put too much stress and pressure because it's paper and you can always start over, you know? But again, if you're unsure about certain things, maybe practice on old paper before you use your good paper. That's all. There. Oh my goodness, look at him. Oh, I love it. Okay, now my beloved stamp that I always use 2 colors on. I will use it again today. I wonder though, I have a bigger one, the one that comes exactly with the wildflower, and I have a smaller one. Actually, I just realized recently that this is the exact same, but in a smaller version that came with the wildflower, no, field notes. This one, I kind of like the fact that it's a lot bigger, but what I don't like about it is that there's a number, and I already have a number, although this could be the number of the person that verified the whole thing. I think, see how I'm thinking about this? Yes, you know what? I think I will go with the bigger one. And I usually don't use 2 colors with this one, but I will. I will use 2 colors for the number here and the circle part. And maybe this part because it's very close to the edge. In the middle, I'll put blue. Just to, I don't know, just because. Because we can. Okay. And no, it's not perfect, and that's okay, because this is all vintage, which is a very great advantage when we when we make journals and items. I've said this before, if there's a little, mishap, you can just say vintage, and there you go, run away with it. Okay, I think I will put this right there like that. Oh, yes. See this? Oh, this is lovely. Oops, there we go. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, now what I'm unsure is, do I make his passport just like a squarish little document, or do I, use this kind of file where, of course I will decorate it, and do I put the picture inside with some pages here, like, that you stamp at every trip you make. The thing is, I'll tell you why I'm hesitant. It's because I find this so beautiful that I don't like hiding it. I don't like hiding it. And here's what we have so far. So this is the outside of the traveler's journal. And I'm trying to see. So let's pretend I put it in here, and this is the passport. The passport could be tucked right here, but I haven't decided on how this will close, and it could be tucked right in here. Okay. And this is what we did the last time, and he has a picture of his daughter. Yes, I do like it. I'm just really, or it could be tucked inside here, right? Then we could do something else on the outside. But still, this does not answer the first question of, do I use this to make the passport? Of course, we would decorate the outside of it with things that look more, like a passport, like a document. Oh, I really like this. I have beige also. I don't know which one would look better. Oh my goodness, why am I so thorn for just a small decision? Okay, so I decided that my indecisiveness was because maybe the color of the paper did not suit what I had in mind. So I also looked through a file I had kept that I had all kinds of like tore paper and old pictures that I used in the last traveler's journal that I made. And I found this paper, which is more like craft paper, and I thought, you know what, that's exactly what was bothering me. So now I'm just gonna make sure I fold it correctly. I really like this. I think this suits better what we've just created, because when I put the whatever it's called there, the distress pen, it darkened the paper and now it looks like craft paper, and I think this looks much better. And I also thought it would look a lot better if on top of this it would be some black. So now I'm just going to trim, and I found other pictures that I could have used, but it's okay. I had not opened this file in a while. It's been a while since I made a traveler's notebook. So, but now see, I'm still working as if it's going to be in the front. I have to remind myself that it's going to be inside. I don't know why I keep wanting to put it in the front, but no, it has to be inside. I'm just trying to determine how big, or do I put it the whole length? Let me see. I'm gonna cut a tiny bit of it here because I know it's too long anyways, and I'm gonna trim a tiny bit like that because I know it's also too wide. And then I'm going to decide if no, I think I'm going to make it so it just barely goes around the picture. I don't know, I kind of like this because this I could put something, but no, I think I'm just going to trim it. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to trim it a tad more. Yes, I think it's better. And I will also round the corners. I think that's the best way. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this, but I'm going to wait before I glue it in here because I want to see what I'm going to do on the front. And if there's any holes which I'm thinking might need to be punched, and I'll give you an example. Let's say I decide to put this there or whatever else, then I might need to punch holes, and then they could be hidden by the picture. So we don't want to see when you work. You just, and I'm sure you know this, but you do need to think of, ahead of, which step you're going to take and what's going to go where, because of just those exact instances where you think, oh, you know what, I should have, thought of this before. Now I'm stuck, right? So just a little trick from somebody who's made the mistake numerous times. Okay. So I'm taking you on another journey. For those of you who followed the entomology journal, thank you, by the way. Thank you for all the beautiful comments. And please don't hesitate to share my videos on your social media. Maybe you have crafters that would like to see it, and it really helps my channel, especially the thumbs up. If anything, if you don't want to comment, we don't always have time or we don't know what to say, but the thumbs up is really, really helpful for a small channel like mine. I'm trying to grow, people. I'm trying to grow. Okay, I think this is beautiful. Oh my goodness. Yes, I think this is coming along great. I'm always a little nervous when I start a new journal until I make a few elements, and then I see, okay, this is going well. I like it. I like it a lot. I really love Oh, I'm so happy I had the idea. Yes, okay. Now, I want to think of what I want in the front. Will I need holes of any kind? Because I do have, you know, things like that, but then the number, and then there's a number here. So I'm unsure of what I'm going to do. Okay, so I have these beautiful letters that I really love, and I think I'm going to print the word passport for the front. And I'm going to print it on this first and then cut around it. And I think I'm going to go again with the, how do you say? Embossing powder. I think. I'm fairly certain. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to stamp the word passport. Okay, so it's nice. It's not as pronounced as I was hoping, but that's because it's just the letters, right? So of course it's not going to be as, you know, visually, it won't have such an impact as the whole plate, like, you know, what we done here. So now I'm just cutting it to a certain size. I'm unsure, you know, if that's the right size, but I'm going to see, maybe I'd rather cut bigger and then having to trim again than the other way around. So of course I think it's too big for the file. Yes, it is. Okay, so now I kind of know where I want to cut. Maybe like this. Okay, and a tiny bit on top. Like that. And on the bottom. Just making sure I'm straight. Unless I didn't print straight, then I'll have to readjust. I think this is okay. So now, of course, this looks a little too new and too light colored. So we will fix that. I will also round the corners. Just like that. Okay, so now I'm going to ink, but I'm going really a lot inside, and you'll see why in a second. So I'm really going really wide. I'm almost going to color it all, as you can see. And the reason I'm not just going right there with this is that I think that if I did that, you might see traces of the circle. You can also go with a brush, of course, but I find this looks a little more subtle and more realistic. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in with a darker color, which, whoops, I was looking for it, but it's right here on my desk, which is ground espresso. I don't know if you can see that on camera. If you can see right away that it brings another layer of aged, and it looks more like, you know, it's been there for a while and it's traveled a lot, right? Because it, yeah, it's got two tints to it, and now it's a lot darker. See? I love it. This is really nice. Now look how different it looks. I mean, it was this color, right? So much better. I'm also going to ink the edges of this. I think this is called like a file folder. I'm going to make sure that it's completely aged. So I'll just come back when it's done because that's a little boring. Okay, so I'm pausing my inking because I want to make you see something. So I just inked everywhere. And just to give you an idea of how much I've actually inked, this is the color it used to be. So I don't know if you can see it. If we can really, there, now you see it a little better, I think. See how much darker it is? And now it really looks like it's used and it's been traveling instead of this clean one. And I darkened this because this was the color of craft paper. And I've darkened this with ground espresso, but now I'm going to go on the very borders with black soot. So I don't know if you can see. And that will add a lot of depth to the whole file. So because you have the craft color that's still, you know, visible. And then you have the ground espresso that I've darkened, and I really came inside a lot, right? I hope you can see the subtleties on the camera, but I really came inside a lot. Just like we did with the word passport earlier, right? With 2 shades. And so I'm doing the same thing, but this time with black soot. And this time I'm not coming in, I'm really just doing on the outer edge. And it really gives it almost a leathery feel, you know, a look almost. Used very heavy cardstock, if not even leather of some sort, or plasticky, just like you would imagine. Or if you have a passport like I do, then you know the feel, the thick of it, right? So it's just to bring some more authenticity to the whole document. So I don't know if you can see that. So that's why, you know, we spend time making each piece, but had I not do these 2 parts of inking with different colors, I don't think it would look the same at all. And now here we are. See? This already looks a lot better. I really love this. Okay, so we're trying to finish this. So I just got this piece of paper that I had in my stash, and I'm thinking, I'm just gonna move stuff around because the desk is pretty messy. Okay, so I'm thinking it would look really nice. I know it has nothing to do with passport, like you wouldn't find that in the front of a passport, but I'm thinking why not? And I could glue this here and then figure out what else I could do there. I think I like it like that. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to glue this part right there. This looks pretty good to me. And now we will do the same with this part, although this part I think I'll put glue. There we go. Oops. Upside down. There. And I think I will align it just like that. Yes, I think I like that. So finally, remember at the beginning I said we're not going to glue the picture inside just yet because we don't know if we're going to punch some holes and maybe we want to, you know, hide them. I'm still wondering if I should maybe add some metal. I just like the idea of metal a little bit everywhere. And I think 2 little eyelets here would look good, or actually the French fasteners would look better. I like that. I'm not done here though. I want to do something more. I'm thinking, here we go. Let me grab it. I am thinking because this thing has traveled a lot. It is stained with coffee stains. You know, I love my coffee stains, and I'm going to put some inside as well. So this is the right size for a mug for, you know, this type of things I'm doing. So coffee stain right here. Oh, I did good. Maybe a few drops here. He doesn't take care of his stuff. Maybe just a tad here. We don't see the circle. Let me try and there. Oh yes, that's gonna look fabulous when it dries. So I'm playing with I'm looking at my stamps. Oh, I like many of them. I like the red plain, but I also like this one without, of course, the words, you know, via airmail. And I'm thinking it would look really nice right underneath here. I really love this one because it's older. I just think this might look better. So I'm going to attempt to only stamp the plain. So I'm just going to rub my red ink on the plain alone. Just like that. Now, of course, it could be, passport is good also for trains and such, but, oops, sorry, I think I hit the camera. Okay, I'm just going to protect this, just in case I smudge, with a piece of paper right there. Okay, this is not gonna do. Okay, there. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Just in case I put, you know, ink on the other words that I'm not wanting to print. It worked. I just wish the top of the plane was showing a tiny bit more. Let me see if I can fix it. Although it might be just the way it is too, because I did put ink there. Let's see if we can do it. And these bend, so I can easily bend it. Now you might not see a whole lot because I'm trying to align myself. So just for the top. No, it doesn't really show, but it's okay like that. It adds some color and I think it's fine. Okay, so that's good. I also want to add another something here. There's something missing. I'm just not sure. Oh, haha, found it. That is perfect, actually. I will print that. I will stamp it, I mean, in blue. Oops. I will put it right here. Actually, I want numbers as well. Hold on. I might take numbers first. Like this one is small enough. I like it. And I'll put that number in red. You'll see where I'm going. Okay, so I will put the number right here. Like that. And then I will stamp this one. Now I have blue ink everywhere because I pressed down on it with my fingers. Then I'll put that underneath. Just like that. There. I like that because it's more like, you know, that's the number, let's say, of the passport. Okay, I think we did good with that. So now it's time to, well, add some finishing touch. Kinda. I don't know if that'll be the end of it because I might come back and add some more. But I also, so see those stains, those coffee stains I made did dry. I forgot to like come back to it. And I made some inside as well. So now it's time to glue our beautiful passport picture. However, I do also want to add a few papers inside this journal. So I just grabbed some coffee stained paper. I think it's perfect for this. And eventually also what I'm going to do, maybe not today, because I do want to finish this video and show you, the base of this. I'm simply going to punch some holes and put my beautiful fasteners. I think it's perfect for this journal, and it's going to add some metal like I've been wishing for since I started. So that's going to be very nice. Just like that. And I'm going to grab 2 tiny fasteners. Oh yes, it's gonna look fabulous. Oh, look at this. I love it. I love, love, love it. I think I might add fasteners on the outside and the front right here on each side, even though I said I might not. I'm kind of reconsidering because I really love it. Why am I having so much trouble here? Ah! Why? Okay, there. Yay, yay, yay. I mean, I'm lazy. I also could have just punched 2 holes and pass a thread. But I really love the effect of metal. I'm just gonna, make a fold so the paper doesn't tear every time we move the journal. Oh, I love it. It adds, I know, I really like it. And maybe you don't, and that's okay. If you don't like it, you can just pass a thread, but I really don't mind the metal this way. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so now we will glue our gentleman inside. And then all we will have to do really is to make these pages look a little older. I might print some lines, like to write in, but although actually no, because there's usually no lines, but I will add page numbers. Oh yeah, I'll add page numbers and maybe a line at the bottom with something, and then put a few traveling stamps. How about that? That would be a very good idea. Easy peasy, beautiful. There. Just like that. Oh, this is really looking fabulous. I really love it. So now I'm going to stamp right here, but of course I'm not going to stamp the word specimen. I'm just aiming at stamping this part with the handwriting. And for that I will go in, I think, blue. And I will really just ink this part. We don't want the word specimen here. We just want some of this writing. There. Just to kind of make it as if the gentleman had signed. I'm just going to put this here because it might have ink from other things I've done in the last few days. So oh yes, look at it. I like it. Okay, so I don't have small numbers, so these large ones will have to do. I don't think I'm gonna take them. Maybe I will. I'll take them out. So yeah, I don't have smaller ones because I would have used smaller ones. But it's okay. We do with what we have, right? Can't have everything, so we work with it. And remember I said I'd like to put some sort of a line at the bottom. Now I'm seeing I have a dotted, I think you call it dotted line. I think it would look fabulous right there at the bottom of each page. So I will do exactly that, but I think it should be red. I think it should be red. So why not? Or blue? No, red. Let's go with red. Just like that. Just to add something. And then of course we'll have our, you know, stamps of travel. Things like that, just to show a few trips that he's made. Okay, so to maybe finish up, I saw this little plane that I had. But you know what? I'm also seeing like some sort of a train. It would have been nice to put plane and train, you know, as a sign that this is for traveling. So I think I'm going to do just that. Just like that. I'm going to put the train like that and the plane like this. And I'm going to put them in red. And I will stamp there right here. Yes, I like that. And I also found, I'm finding stamps that I haven't, you know, used or seen or played with ever, or almost. So I have this one, and this one I will use blue. So I guess he went to Paris, something like that. And this one in red. Just on top, there. Oops, sorry, you might have been a little far. What do you think about that? Now, I think this is really, really nice. And I'm going to end the video here because I'm realizing I'm taking my sweet time making this. And so it's taking a lot longer than I intended. But I also want to put something here and probably something in the back. So if I were to continue, it would take too much time. And I think that this video has served this purpose, meaning I did mention to you that, you know, if you're unsure, take your time. Try on paper that you don't mind, you know, losing if it doesn't work. But also to not be afraid, because you saw how we started this project. I wasn't sure where I was going, where this would lead. And you saw the whole creative process. And I'm hoping this gave you, I don't know, like wings to just go right ahead and try and not be afraid to make a mistake, not be afraid of trying, because again, this is just paper. Yes, there's this nice paper, but this was a scrap of paper, right? And this is all paper except for the picture, but I have other pictures. So far I haven't, and this is coffee stain paper. So what if I did make a mistake or mess up, or it's not great, or I don't like it? I can do another one, right? So I just want you to feel more, you know, sure of yourself, and just go right in there and try, and just try and use your stamps. I mean, this is a perfect time to look through all your stamps. A lot of you have a lot of stamps because you're great fans of stamping. I'm just now discovering the power of them, really. I had purchased them at the beginning and then didn't use them a whole lot. But look at this. This is turning really nice. So I will leave you on this for today. So this is video 2 of the travelers, or number 3. Hold on, I'm not sure. 1, 2, or no, it's not 1, but it's 2 or 3. It depends how I decided to edit the first video. I think this is 3. So I will leave you on this, and look at this. Look how it's taking shape now. I'm wondering if maybe we'll slide it right in there at the beginning of this traveler's journal, but maybe it'll still be tucked inside like I talked about before, like this. And this is just a flip out. Now I'm thinking maybe I'll shorten this. See, it's all kinds now, all kinds of options. So I will leave you on this. I give you a great big hug from here, Nova Scotia, Canada. I do hope you're all happy, healthy, and safe. And I say thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye. Bye bye.